All right, so here we can see that in the bottom right corner, we have the command prompt running. Um, what we did is we started the MongoDB server. So we're running the database on a local port, and it was waiting for a connection. And now we finally connected to it. So now it has one connection open, which now if we move over to the IDE that we're using, which is called IntelliJ. And here we can see we're using we did install the MongoDB plugin, and we created a local host where we connected to the database, and that's what this local host is. As you can see, it's on 27017, which is the same port that we opened it up on. So as you can see here, if we do DB, we're doing a local database, but we can also use, let's make a bank. We're going to make a bank database. Now we're doing the bank database. So as you can see there, confirms that. We refresh this. Should come up, but it doesn't. Anyways, but we are in the bank database, and we can now edit and alter whatever is in that database. So let's say we want to insert something, some type of data. The database dot insert. No, database dot. We want to create something. We need to create a collection. So we need to make use database dot, let's say users dot insert, and we want to insert a bunch of data which I grabbed from a JSON file online. It's just a bunch of fake users, and they're just basically fake names with a bunch of fields that could be classified as a bank account. So you can see people's balances, for instance. You can see like their age and a little bit of personal information. None of this is real though, so if any of this does happen to actually be a real person, that's by coincidence. These are randomly generated online. So we can insert these into a database, as you see there. We have inserted 35 users, and we can do database dot users. Now we're in that users collection dot find, and it'll give us this little this kind of unorganized list. It's organized. Each line is one of the users, one of the bank accounts. But if we do users.find.pretty, not making this up. I put a dot in there. Whoops. If we do that, then we get it back into this organized fashion that we put it in, and you can see all of them are here. So from here, you can do any type of commands, such as indexing and whatever is required. I find this to be fairly useful. I could see where people would use this, but I didn't exactly have too many issues. The main issue I guess I would have had is actually you have to close on the whole command prompt and restart the server sometimes. And IntelliJ had to be restarted once just to clear everything out. And then otherwise it would think you're kind of already running the database while it's not connected and it wouldn't reconnect successfully. But anyways, that's a database I created. A developer would use this, I'd say, for assortment of stuff. If they had a business and they wanted to keep a count of all the people that they do business with, such as when you sign up for a business, you give them your name, probably some type of phone number, email address, stuff like that, and then you keep it somewhere, and they would keep it in a database just like this. Now, as you see, the database gave them an ID, and that ID is easier to sort them out. So if you had two Bobs or two Bob Joes, random names, but it'd be able to sort them out. This is Bob Joe. His ID is 415 whatever, whereas the other Bob Joe is 918. So the ID is from the database itself, and it's easier to sort people out that way. Same reason schools have ID numbers. Another example of databases, schools have to have a database of all their students to keep track of each one. Multiple students, similar names. ID number will sort that out on which is which. So just that's my database. If you liked it.